He's the face of the franchise. He's the heartbeat of the locker room. And now he might be on the verge of signing the biggest contract of his career. We're talking about Terry McLaurin. And his next deal could shake the NFL. Smash that like button and subscribe to Commanders HQ, your go-to source for breaking news, inside analysis, and everything Washington Commanders. Let's break down the rumored blockbuster extension for Scary Terry. Terry McLaurin isn't just a fan favorite. He's one of the most productive wide receivers in the NFL. 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons, career-high 13 touchdowns in 2024. All of this despite playing with 9 different starting quarterbacks in 6 seasons. Now entering the final year of his current contract, McLaurin wants what any elite receiver wants: security. He's not demanding $40 million a year like Justin Jefferson. He's not trying to reset the market. He just wants a fair deal, before the risk of injury or a contract-year meltdown comes into play. According to Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport, that deal could be a 4-year, $124 million extension with $83.5 million guaranteed. Let's be real. Terry McLaurin has earned every penny that's coming his way. He's produced elite numbers without elite quarterback play. He's never once been a locker room distraction. He's the guy younger players point to as a model professional. And as the Commanders shift into win-now mode with Jayden Daniels at QB, McLaurin is the ideal veteran between the past and the future. His chemistry with Daniels was on full display last year. Now with Deebo Samuel commanding attention underneath, McLaurin's deep threat ability should flourish even more in 2025. NFL reporters like James Palmer have made one thing clear: McLaurin's not trying to break the bank. He just wants fair market value, and it sounds like Adam Peters knows that. Quote, "The Commanders appear to be all in on backing up last year's NFC title game run, but as of yet, they haven't re-upped McLaurin, despite 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. If the projected 4-year, $124 million deal becomes reality, that would average $31 million per year, just under Davante Adams and A.J. Brown, but above players like DK Metcalf and Devonta Smith. And frankly, that sounds just about right. This isn't just about giving a great player what he's worth. It's also about sending the right message. By locking up McLaurin before training camp, the Commanders avoid a potential distraction, show younger players that loyalty is rewarded, give Jayden Daniels continuity at WR1 for years to come, and most importantly, they keep the locker room unified under Dan Quinn's leadership. Camp opens July 18th for rookies and July 22nd for vets. Getting this deal done before then is critical. Let's play devil's advocate for a second. What if this drags out into the season? McLaurin could decide to bet on himself and test free agency in 2026. The Commanders could franchise tag him, risking drama and resentment. Or, worst case, they lose him to a receiver-hungry team willing to overpay. There's a lot at stake here. Washington can't afford to gamble with one of their foundational pieces. If McLaurin puts up another 1,300-yard, 10-plus TD season, the price tag only goes up. Here's the bottom line. McLaurin is a top-tier receiver. He's proven year after year that he's a cornerstone piece. He wants to stay in DC, and he's not asking for an outrageous deal. So what are we waiting for? Adam Peters has been aggressive this offseason. He traded for Laramie Tunsil. He brought in Deebo Samuel. He drafted the QB of the future. Now it's time to secure the captain of the present. Give McLaurin that 4-year, $124 million deal. Let's move into training camp with confidence and a complete offense ready to take the league by storm. When Zach Ertz signed with the Commanders ahead of the 2024 season, Jayden Daniels wasn't even on the roster. Neither was Marcus Mariota. Heck, he didn't even know Dan Quinn yet. His decision came down to one name: Cliff Kingsbury. He said, "I signed here before we even really knew. I signed before there was a quarterback on the roster. I didn't know about Coach Quinn, but I heard amazing things. I knew Cliff very well and trusted those two guys." It was about trust. Ertz wanted to reunite with Kingsbury, who had once believed in him during tough times in Arizona. That faith was rewarded tenfold. The Commanders selected Jayden Daniels with the number 2 overall pick in 2024. And he didn't just meet expectations, he obliterated them. Daniels was named NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, leading Washington to a stunning 12-win season and a trip to the NFC Championship game. Ertz was a crucial part of that run. 66 receptions, 654 yards, 7 touchdowns. The Ertz-Daniels connection was real and deadly. Ertz now says Jayden is one of the best quarterbacks in this league, in my opinion.
That's not just a hot take. That's a 3-time Pro Bowler with over 7,000 career receiving yards putting his stamp of approval on his young QB. What makes Daniels different? According to Ertz, it's about more than just stats. It's about work ethic, mindset, and leadership. He said he doesn't shy away from hard work. It's about what kind of team we're going to be, what type of offense we'll run, what sort of resiliency we'll have. That's the exciting part about football. It all starts anew every year. Ertz went as far as to say Daniels surpassed all expectations last year. That's high praise, considering the Commanders went from bottom dwellers to contenders in one season. And Ertz isn't just talking, he's showing it too. Reports from minicamp say the tight end quarterback connection has grown even stronger this offseason. When asked about working with Daniels again in year 2, Ertz didn't hold back. He said, "I'm excited to be back with him. I think we've taken another step this offseason in terms of our connection, but at the end of the day, nothing that happened last year matters now. It's about proving it every day." That's the mindset that Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, and Kingsbury are instilling in this team. Ertz knows he's no longer a 25-year-old tight end, but in Kingsbury's system, especially with a mobile, accurate QB, he's found new life. And make no mistake, Daniels looks ready to feed him again. Let's be clear, Jayden Daniels isn't just a product of scheme. His leadership, poise, and ability to extend plays make him one of the most dangerous weapons in football. And now with even more weapons around him, including Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, a much-improved offensive line led by Laramie Tunsil, and second-year tight end Ben Sinon, this Commanders offense could be unstoppable. But don't overlook Ertz. He may be 33, but in 2024, he proved he's still got juice. And if Daniels takes another leap, Ertz could be right there with him every step of the way, especially in the red zone. Zach Ertz's comments say more than just, "I like my quarterback." They reflect a culture shift in Washington. Players believe, coaches believe, veterans want to be here. That hasn't been the case in DC for a long time. When someone like Ertz, a Super Bowl champ, a locker room leader, comes out publicly and says his young quarterback is already one of the best in the game, you listen. Daniels has changed the direction of the franchise, and in 2025, he's got even more support. Commanders fans, it's your turn. Would you offer Terry McLaurin $124 million over 4 years? Should the team wait until midseason or get the deal done now? And what does McLaurin mean to you as a fan? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like if you think McLaurin deserves to be paid, and subscribe to Commanders HQ for nonstop offseason updates and analysis. This is Commanders HQ, signing off. Let's get Terry paid.